Hi, this is Julie again on One More Page, and I decided to do a very special video. Rather than a review, I'm doing what's a TBR video. So if you're like me and you don't know what half of these short forms mean half the time, have to Google everything, TBR means to be read. So this is my list for September. I thought I would pick 4, maybe 5 books that I will definitely read in September. Now, I ended up choosing 9, but I figure this is my wish list. If I end up getting 4 or 5 of them done, great. So this is a list of what I would love to read in September. Okay, first of all, I have already started reading this, so I'm cheating a little bit. But it's a big whopping 777 pages, so I don't think it will be finished in August. But as September rolls around, this will be what's happening. It was recommended to me by a friend named Deb from the Ridge Ray Reads Literary Society, and it's her favorite book. So when someone tells me they have a favorite book, I always think I gotta read that. So far it is fantastic, and I can't put it down. So thank you for that, Deb. Next up, I always love me some can lit, especially from Newfoundland. So this is Michael Crummy. He just released a book called Sweetland. Love the title, by the way. Have no idea what it's about yet, but I read everything by Michael Crummy. In fact, I moved to Newfoundland because of Michael Crummy. It was his book of poetry, Hardlight, that first inspired me to say, maybe I'd like to go to Newfoundland and see what it's all about. So now that I'm back in Ontario, I still read a lot of Newfoundland lit and can't get enough. So this, I hope I'll read in September. Really looking forward to it. And in the Newfoundland vein, I had some family visiting the other day from Newfoundland, and big part of chunk of my family's from Bay Roberts. And so this kid Frederick was mentioning Michael Flynn. He wrote this book all about Bay Roberts, and I thought, all right, I gotta check that out. So I got myself an e-copy of that one downloaded and purchased. So I'm gonna check that out too. Okay, so this book, Drive by Daniel Pink, I started in July, but then I had got it from the library, an e-copy from the library, and it expired. So unlike regular library books where you can just hold on to it till you finish it and take it back and pay the late fee, it automatically deletes it from your device. So, and now I'm in a waiting list to get it back. So I just want to finish this one. Daniel Pink, he has some popular TED videos, and this was a fascinating idea about what really motivates us, and it had some interesting applications potentially for workplaces. So I wanted to read it and get the information from the horse's mouth. So that one hopefully will come up on my waiting list and I'll be able to finish it. So that is September as well. I also hope to read The Elliott Girls by Krista Bridge in September. This is actually a book, an author. Krista Bridge is appearing at the Ridgeway Reads Literary Society's annual fall reading series. I'm a volunteer with that series, so I often volunteer to introduce authors. So I may be asked to introduce Krista. So I thought I'll read this one. And I'll put in the comments. I'll put the information about the Ridgeway Reads events if you're curious about other authors and things that are going on with that. But she's a Toronto-based author. This is her first full novel. I think she wrote a book of short stories previously and other things. I think it's been shortlisted for an award, actually. I'm not sure which one, though. I'd have to check that out. But anyways, it's a fictional academy, girls' academy, set in Toronto. So that'll be cool. What's interesting, my maiden name actually is Elliot, and I have 2 sisters, so we were often called the Elliot girls. So that's kind of cool. So I'm looking forward to reading that one. That's also hopefully in September. She's appearing on November 7th, I think. Another September read, Frog Music by Emma Donoghue. This is for my book club. Love that cover. So that sounds interesting. Gonna check that out in September. Apparently, it's actually set in 1876 in San Francisco. I think there's three characters who were former members of some kind of circus and now have more scandalous careers, I believe. So that's fun. It's always fun to go and talk to other people about books live in the flesh. So looking forward to that one in September. Okay, and I'm a teacher, so I always like to cycle in books about being a better teacher. And this is one that I've picked up a while ago called Teach Like a Champion. I don't know why teaching books always have the cheesiest titles, but they do. And so this one, I like the layout, 49 techniques. They go through kind of the kind of top techniques or top techniques that they've researched and think are good. So I thought I'd check this one out. That should be interesting. Okay, and another book that I picked up called Salt, Sugar, Fat: How the Food Giants Hooked Us. Now, I like reading foodie books, especially ones like by Michael Pollan, Michael Moss, about kind of the evolution of where we are in terms of food and what to stay away from, and how to combat the world of choices. So this is I heard good things about this book, and so I've got this one as well that I'd like to check out. I do like to have the odd foodie book on the go. Finally, I just could not narrow it down. I've wanted to read this one for a while, and I bought a copy a while ago, actual physical copy, Gone Baby Gone by Dennis Lehane. I've always loved this movie, and I thought this is one of those books I'd like to read. So I'm going to check it out. One of those people did the movie before the book, but I've never been hung up on, oh, read the book before the movie. I look at them as different things. There's a book, there's a movie. Different forms of entertainment, and I've never been real strict on those rules, but did like this movie, so I thought, okay, this book might be interesting. It might give us some more depth, and this story is a good one. So, want to check that out. Now, that's the plan for September. There's no possible way I'll read 9 books. I might get 4 or 5 done, so, and then some will probably carry over, as they always do. There's just too many books and just not enough time in the world. Okay, guys, cheers. That's to be read in September.